Already driven the ball 60 yards, facing a second and short. And that is a loss on the play. Ben Moffitt gets Johnny White in the backfield. That is not a priority for Jim Levitt, as that's a great first down run for Ben Williams, the junior from Lake Wales, Florida. Just a sophomore, and there's the legs again. Grothy, with so much talent in the backfield, easily picks up the first down.
Watch him come in here and come down and cut this linebacker right there in the hole. Bam, got his legs. There's no way he can get off of that, and Grothy's off through that hole, picking up the...
Playing for Carolina, facing a 3rd and 3 on offense, and Yates throws his 3rd pick of the day right into the arms of Ben Moffitt, and Moffitt takes Brooks Foster with him for a while.
He knows what he's doing back there, and here he is, that middle linebacker. He's just going to read the quarterback's eyes and then basically step right in front of the route intended for Brooks Foster, and then you watch him go back to his old fullback days in high school, lumbering down the field, and enthusiastic to play some football.
They do have West Virginia coming in next week, and that is a pinpoint pass to Ben Williams, and the running back takes a couple of Tar Heels with him all the way down to the 30-yard line. That's a 27-yard gain. Both from Sarasota, Florida, Sarasota High School. Grothy on the roll, going up top, ball battled for and taken down. The battle won by tight end Cedric Hill.
Everybody in the game, and this is a dime. He gets it up there where only his guy can get it, and then the circus acrobatic catch.
For injuries to the guys in front of him. 2 tight ends now, and they give it to Williams on the carry. That's a huge hole on the left side of the offensive line, and he runs for another first down.
Lead the way. And watch the block he gets on there. The backside guard coming around. He peels the outside guy, creating that seam for Williams to cut up inside, and then he's just running through.
Playing Saturdays and preaching Sundays.
It works out perfectly for him as his wife is doing some fill-in work in North Carolina, and down goes Yates.
Try and get things going. You see that defensive lineman coming around the edge there, but nowhere to go with the football. And, being a young quarterback.
But the holding call brings him back to a 3rd and 16. Grothy again using his feet to get out of trouble, close to the first down marker, looking for Jesse Hester Jr., and he gathered in.
That's really going to kind of make or break them, how they do against the big 3 of the Big East. And they got an interception there, Mount Premier.
4 interceptions now thrown.
Standingly. They lost their 2 starting outside linebackers from last year, and he stepped in, and really they didn't miss a beat. And with him and Moffitt, 59 and 53 in there in the here this afternoon.
And it's 3rd and a very short one as Ford gets it and heads into the end zone. Mike Ford, the talented freshman.
On the field, they finish it off with this touchdown right here by Ford with a better idea, breaking outside.
Mark and Lou in some comfy chairs there too, watching football. Not a bad thing to do on a Saturday. Louis Bichette up in front of Brooks Foster.
Receiver and taking the ball away. Yates with a pump fake, didn't like it, came back to the other side. And when you come back the other side that late, you're going to have trouble. And he looked for Brooks Foster, but redshirt freshman, had no experience coming in, but he's shown that he can play.
3rd and 10, and he goes down. George Selvey, who leads the country in sacks.
Comes around the edge, beating Kyle Jolly. It's just pure speed.
So with that penalty, it's 1st and 5 from the 32 as Grothy improvises once again, rolls out, finds Taurus Johnson. Johnson wisely steps out of bounds after a 16-yard gain almost at will today at Louisville.
And it shows you how bad that Louisville defense is. They got great offense, but if you can't stop anybody, you can't.
Now 3 tight ends in for South Florida, just the one back. It is Williams, and he goes into the end zone for the Bulls touchdown. It's the first quarter, and it's Ben Williams, the junior from Lake Wales, Florida, taking it in. And that was their last game as that pass is caught by Jamar Taylor, and the true freshman is able to run for a South Florida first down, 25. And they are looking for more. Grothy up top completes it to Jesse Hester Jr. for a first down.
It's a 3-point lead.
Wow, Nebraska, of course, handled very easily by USC this year. He had only 4 career receptions before that game, in which he had 6 catches. Grothy has a guy wide open. That's Edner Alson, and he is tackled down inside the 20. That's a 26-yard gain.
Pox, nobody coming near him, nobody around him. He's able to step up and deliver the picture-perfect form throw. And
that time he gets Ryan Houston in the backfield.
Yeah, and Salvy's going to be right up here, and watch him get off the ball and get the great penetration. Bam, he splits the blocker right there. Another tackle for a loss, his 4th of the day. He's got 13.5 tackles for loss in just 2 3/4 games. That's amazing.
That is unbelievable. That was a 4-yard loss that time for Houston. And now 2nd and goal. 4 receivers in for Yates. Steps up through the pressure, and he is taken down just inside the 5-yard line. Woody George, senior from Belle Glade, Florida, who made 10 starts last year and now is a reserve, made the stop. So the 3rd quarter comes to a close. Butch Davis looking forward to the 4th. Obviously would love for his team to punch it in, have something positive today. In the waiting at North Carolina. 10th play of the drive. Grothy completes it for the 1st down and the touchdown. Amari Jackson slips a tackle and gets into the end zone. And the 3rd and goal from the 10, and once again, the 5th sack of Yates. Selby has 3 of them.
They still don't get him. Here he is right there, and he just gets an inside move, and that's how he got in there.
In the elite now, at least ranking-wise, even though they've had some great wins over the season, and that is one heck of a play on defense.
Williams of staying home. It's a bootleg look. Good fake right there, but Williams, his sole responsibility. Sidelines. So they had to get rid of that thing.
Now look at this, a little Matt Grothy imitation by Grant Gregory as he runs 14 yards for the 1st down. Delbert Alvarado, who has hit 3 field goals, 3 for 3, also doing the punting. Brandon Tate runs away from it, and South Florida covers it perfectly. The ball is killed inside the 1-yard line.
And they are really good in that back 7. In fact, that whole defense is really good.
And now Yates airs it out, and that's taken and intercepted by Trey Williams. There were 3 Bulls closer to
Very good, and they will make plays down there. But this one, you got to throw a little closer to your guy. I mean, he threw this one way away from it, and Williams with the speed.
Like that, but on the stats, it shows up as another interception for Yates. Grothy firing away as he hits Courtney Denson, and he really...
Rutgers.
3rd and 3. Samuels with another carry, and he gets the 1st down. Another little guy with speed. Always keep an eye on him. Pitch back to White. Almost an option look to it, but he holds on to it and picked up. Actually was dropped for about a yard loss. Carlton Williams making another stop. 3 running backs. Handed to Jamar Taylor, and Taylor heads into the corner of the end zone for the touchdown.